Welcome to Watch of the Week on Caseback. This is a series of brief reviews of recently introduced timepieces. It's not a commercial, it's not paid content. You will hear my unfiltered opinion about certain watches. And our guest today is... I know that you're asking right now, what do they smoke at Mido's? Is this a watch or some sort of trip? And at first glance, the Mido Ocean Star Decompression 1961 watch seems like something with a rather arbitrarily design, but it's not. In fact, I think we see here an interesting and well-composed watch with 60s DNA. But first, let's go over the basics. We have an automatic watch with a steel case. The diameter is 40.5 millimeters. The lug width is 21 millimeters. Unnecessary, if you ask me, 20 would be better. Waterproof up to 200 meters, screw down crown, the height is about 14 millimeters, and inside ticks the Mido caliber 80, and this is a modified ETA C07621 with a date function. And the watch comes with this mesh bracelet and 2 additional black leather straps. And the forefather of this watch was the Mido Powerwind Diver 5907 Rainbow Exotic, which I found on the website of Watchpool24, as you can see here. A watch from the late 50s. And a very colorful watch with a complication that gives a diver some orientation about decompression stops. We all know that the diver cannot just rush to the surface, because deep underwater rules a high pressure and on the surface a low pressure. And if the diver rushes upwards, his blood would boil, and this is not what you want at the end of a nice diving trip. And so he has to stop and wait, and the stops are indicated on the dial of this watch. And how to use this in real life would fill an entire video, I think, and so I'll keep this short here. We can assume that nobody really wants to use the watch as a diver in the ocean, and so let's concentrate on the colors. This looks chaotic at first glance, but then I downloaded a color wheel which is used by designers and painters to figure out matching colors. And they have a concept of complementary colors. Opposite colors create a pleasant combination, and you see this all the time from Rembrandt to modern advertising. And here on the wheel you see that red and green are opposite colors and so complementary colors, and also blue and yellow. And that's exactly what they've chosen for the dial. Red and green, blue and yellow, everything in a pastel tone. And I think now the colors aren't so loud as they were seen first. And the watch surely doesn't look dated because, as I said, the concept of complementary colors is in use since the old painters and still coins our taste. And together with the modern case form with those crown guards, it gives the watch a fresh taste. And also the hardware offers something here. The movement provides a power reserve of staggering 80 hours. And then you get that mesh bracelet, which I personally love because of the look and comfort. And bracelet and straps come with this quick release spring bar so that you can change the straps without a tool. And lastly, the price, around the 1,100 euro or 1,200 US dollar mark, is relatively moderate compared to other recently introduced Swiss-made watches. And so I cannot help myself. I like that watch. I really like that watch. And I think for somebody who likes a colorful accent on the wrist, this could be a beautiful summer piece. And that's all for this episode. See you next week to Watch of the Week on Caseback.